quick review. Need for Speed Ripoffs Edition. Let's go! The first game I'll be taking a look at is Need Speed for City Fast Racing. Jesus Christ, this title screen is generic. Now let's go on to the card select for very generic sports cars. Excuse me, 3 generic sports cars and a generic Volkswagen. Great. 4-wheel designs. Very interesting. And the best thing is, there is actually only one track. This game isn't even in early access. As you can see the positions, the player is always at 4th, even if he is at 1st, which is pretty sad. And the main thing this game has to offer are steering controls, like on the old PS2 when you could buy the steering wheel for racing games. Unfortunately, these controls are very bad for one simple reason. They don't work properly. Yeah, you can control it, but you cannot feel it with your hands. You control it only with one finger, which can be actually pretty annoying. And that's not the only problem, because the controls also lock up. The game doesn't look good, but that can be excused. Can be. But what can't be excused is the insane failure of the system. But I have something going for it, and that is that it actually tries to do something new. Okay, these two guys cannot race. I will be second at least. But Jesus Christ, what the hell has happened here? Okay, Need Speed, this game gets 2 out of 10 because it's pretty bad. Second up is Race Canyon, which is a mobile port of Need for Speed Carbon, which is a pretty good game actually. So let's see how does this game fare compared to the original. Well, it's got a different name and it's still in early access, so some things can be excused. What can't be excused is you start with the BMW M3. Are you actually serious? How can you start a Need for Speed game with the BMW? I can't actually understand. Okay, I've got one thing. Fuck Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. And also, fuck this game. Because Jesus Christ, this game is so glitchy. Yeah, I know I am trying to get the glitch, but I got it in normal play. So, things can happen like this. Yeah. I am just free falling. And I can't play anymore. This is so shit. But I don't think that's an excuse that it is early access. If your game is this buggy, just don't release it. Not even in early access. Because this game is unbearably glitchy. There is so many things wrong with this game. And I have no choice but to give the mobile port of Race Canyon 1 out of 10. Shit game, shit controls, and shit bugs. That's all. The next game on our list is going to be Need for Drift 3D. And this game is actually good. Granted, it is just a drift simulator, but you drive with the M3, which is a plus, and it does not steal almost anything from Need for Speed apart from the M3. It also has the speed breaker, which is one of the best features from Need for Speed that they took away. But this game is actually pretty fun, except for the ads, but no game is without ads. So, this game can be actually fun with your friends. You can play for whoever gets the best score, or something like that. But my point stands that this is the best game by far. It's got very good controls, which is a plus apart from the other games. It's got almost no glitches, which is actually surprising because most of the games I have covered so far are just pieces of shit. So, with that said, I am going to give Need for Drift 3D 6.5 out of 10. Next game on our list is... Next up isn't actually a game, but a series of games made by the same studio, Thunderhead Productions. And here is one of their beautiful games. Actually, there are 5 of them. I could have made the footage from 5 games, but they are basically the same. The only thing that is different is the title and title screen. You actually aren't losing on anything by playing all 5 of them. They are exactly the same. Also, there are, of course, paid currency, because why wouldn't there be? Also, beat cars straight from DeviantArt or Tumblr or Google or whatever. And, of course, a trophy system, an RNG system. Basically anything that can make you money. Because who doesn't love money? I'm actually angry that these sorts of studios exist. They just prey on franchises by making 5 fucking games that are exactly the same, just with a different title. I know I might be a bit harsh, but the gameplay is shit. The practices in this game are shit, but what mobile game doesn't have shit practices, right? The problem just is that there are 5 of these games, and some of them have over 1 million downloads. I do not understand why in the holy shit would anyone download this shit. I know Need for Speed No Limits is bad, but if you have to resort to playing this, I actually pity you. Also, this game is so boring. At least with Race Canyon, you can make fun of the glitches. At least in that long title game, you can make fun of the controls. But here, everything is just average. And that is very, very sad. So with that being said, all 5 games combined get 1 out of fucking 10. And fuck this fucking studio. Fuck them. The second to last game is one of the most popular ones, and it's crazy. This game actually got a sequel that I'm not going to cover because this game is enough for me. Of course, there is again a complete rip-off of car models. I have one thing to say, at least they didn't just rip off the names. Also, paid cars. Great fucking game, Jesus Christ. Okay. What I have to say, this game has the best presentation out of all of the games on this list. This game looks pretty nice. Granted, this game is a pay-to-win game, which you almost need to pay to win. And the main currency is silver. Also, there is a bot currency. And only with the bot currency you can buy a nitro. or Ensuo as it says here. The problem is you cannot win many races without it. That's pretty bad considering like he has the second car, but I actually don't have any chance of beating him. Well, as you can see, that a lot of games are just pay to win piles of shit. Well, this game actually deserves a pretty high score. I'm going to give it. This game will get 5 out of 10, which considering the other scores is very good. This is the last game on our list, and I do not even know the name of it because it's longer than the first game, which is pretty sad. Also, this isn't a racing game. This is just a car avoiding simulator. This shouldn't be called a Need for Speed game, god damn it. And this game has the worst presentation out of all of the games on this list. But it still has something. The graphics are pretty good. There is actually a progression system, so that it makes it better than the super laggy Race Canyon and the insanely boring Thunderhead Productions. However, this game runs at 5 frames per second maximum. Jesus Christ, are you serious? This game doesn't have almost any graphics at all. How is it lagging so much? This is actually unacceptable. This isn't innovative at all, so doesn't get points for innovation, obviously. So this game is going to get the same score as the other games I have mentioned. So this sad excuse of a game, of course, gets 1 out of 10. Shame this was the last game. Jesus Christ, these games are terrible. This is going to do it for the quick review, and I'm sure I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.